until you actually skin something out or have it in front of you with the skin off it, you just don't realise how much goes into it. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
So when did you first meet Mac?
When I was 13. He initially sort of met me sort of walking. I was riding my bike during the village, up in the village, and then he came along with his friend who's in his friend's car, and they sort of pretty near ran me over. Yes, a lot of people take it a funny way. They think that because you're a taxidermist, you must go out sort of murdering everything, you know. So you get that kind of, you have to kind of put them straight. You know, they have that kind of idea about it, really. Well, the cats can have kind of birds on branches around the kind of, they don't take any notice whatsoever. It's only when, on odd occasions, when we have things that have been freeze-dried, which are sort of done, which they're complete with their insides and everything in, and then must retain a certain smell, then they sort of seem to be attracted by then. Shush. I don't mind just sort of heads or skulls, but not sort of feet and tails and that kind of stuff, just used as something.
Most of the old medical skeletons came over from India. A lot of the bodies weren't claimed, there were no family. They were all done over there and then sent over to the hospitals and to the museums and everything over here for medical students, etc. at the hospitals and that. But you can get good fake ones now as well. I mean, there's a lot of good fake skeletons out there that are being made. We usually use animal bones. If they want the skull and everything, we'll get the plastic skulls and then they're all doctored up with a bit of hair, old hairs put on there, which usually comes from my daughter who's a hairdresser, so that's quite useful. I bought a human skeleton that I didn't have a skull for. It didn't have any hands or feet, so it was just all the rest of the bones. We put the horse's skull on the human skeleton, and for feet we used lion's feet because I had a lion at the time, bits and pieces, so we used the feet at the bottom, and then the hands at the top on the arms we made up from nothing. We just made them like free prongs. I've got another human skeleton and I'm going to get a pony probably and turn it into a centaur. My grandchildren will be around later and you'll be impressed with my daughter when her head is severed from her body. And you think I'm joking? No, I'm not. As you can see, I do drink rather a lot, but it's medicinal. Did you know that? A lot of people take antibiotics and different tablets and hormone pills and things, but I find that red wine is much better. The film work side, which I'm into now, started in about 94, 95. We did Charlie's Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, did all the stuff in that, the polar bear rug and everything that he was all stood on. Did 101 Dalmatians, the first one, did a lot of stuff in that. Mitchell and Webb, Midsummer Murders, Silent Witness. Anything really that you see taxidermy in or dead dogs in or anything like that has usually been supplied from or through us.
Just sorting out some goodie bags for the grandchildren. Just like all the good grannies do, is get a load of skulls and some little voodoo dolls here. Fallen angel one.
fallen angel. Black zombie, that's what they want, black zombie. I like kids, but I couldn't eat a whole one. I think they're absolutely wonderful. One for you, one for the big child of the family. Ooh, what you got? Brain falls out of his head, look. Voodoo, is it? Where's it gone? Anybody you don't like at school, look, you put their name on there and then you stick pins in them and they go, when you stick the pins in. You know what we're doing? We're normal.
Can we talk about Mother?
Mother? There's nothing wrong with Mother. Well, my mother I've just cremated, or Mother upstairs.
Mother upstairs.
Yeah, I've got Mother upstairs, which everybody seems to enjoy. She probably will come down. She may make an appearance. And she's all dressed up. I had to go around the charity shops and get all the clothes. And I managed to get the grey wig with the bun on the back, did the skull showing through with the skin falling off, and she even got the big knife in her hand. She's got two old shriveled up wax hands that are on her. And she sits up in the third floor of our house looking out the window over towards the Catholic church and the vets. But it does stop people parking outside your driveway when they see her up there. That was the idea of it to start with.
Who is it, Jade? Ah, children, eat them, Jade, eat them. My God, it's a coach trip. Oh, we're doing a treat. I can't cope with a trick. You can only have one. Anybody takes more than one will be decapitated in the garden. Do you know what decapitated is? Have your head cut off.
Okay, I'll take one.
Okay, have a good night, yeah? Go and scare some old people.
Happy Halloween.
That was a horde that time. A coach trip, that was. Bloody coach trip of them. Smallest one was 4, dressed as Spider-Man in a black suit. We'll barbecue him later, he'll be nice. Tasty. Yum, yum.
But I don't find death morbid at all, really. We're all going to get there one day. I don't think I'll bother to have myself done. I think I'd rather just sort of be perhaps ashes spread over India somewhere, I think.